I better do as Alpha says. I need to get Demeter back to Gaia anyway. But I might want to head to that tall neck I saw in the forest before I make the trek back. And now I can use the vine cutter on those other metal flowers I found earlier.
Hello guys. A lot to talk about today. Hey! Guess who's first again? Yeah! And comes in second. Who's gonna come in third? Come on guys, who's gonna come in third? T? So, as you know, the channel's not the best shape right now. I mean, the most views I've ever gotten on stream is like 60. And I've been thinking of doing longer streams. But, you know, can't really do that without an audience. And I wanted to start narrating more. Oh, thank you, Em. I was just about to do that. Thank you. And, well, I feel like I'm not putting my best foot forward. I feel like I'm letting you guys down every time I tell a shitty joke on stream. I'm also tired of all these streams being so empty all the time. Not you guys' fault. I know you guys have better stuff to do than watch me on a Sunday. And I also know a lot of my viewers are from the UK and my streaming time is their bedtime. Unless I want to start streaming at 2 o'clock in the morning, I could, but I'm pretty sure my partner would murder me. Thank you, Alex. I want to bring narrations back to the channel, but without Kate, how'd you hurt your shoulder? I love how that derailed from. Without Kate, we kind of just moved to shoulder. Alex is hurt. Oh no, my child must tend to baby. My fans are my babies. There we go. Correction, our fans are Kate's babies. Dancing too hard. What are you, my partner? He does this all the time too.
Sit, please.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
But yeah.
I hear strange lights have been spotted to the south in the still sands. We abandoned those ruins when the sandstorms and machines became too much to handle. I wonder what's been going on there since then.
Quite a mystery. Let's hope the Tanaks don't get too curious about what Merlin's been up to in Vegas. I should check up on those guys when I have the time.
She is. I'm hoping sometime she'll make a video, but yeah. Maybe I'll call her and force her to stream with me. I just wish I'd stream more often, if not longer. I don't have anything better to do because you're more important. I can say the same about you guys. I have nothing better to do than stream for you guys, to entertain you guys, to make sure you guys don't kill each other. I've read the sibling chat. I know what you two are doing. True. I'm not gonna force her to talk to me.
That's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Nah, usually works if I just click it a few times.
Aloy, you've returned, and you come bearing gifts. Does this mean we'll soon be able to uproot the zeniths from our lands?
That's what I'm hoping.
But crimes, exactly.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal.
True.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
I just
With
do
Gaia
your.
now growing in
I want to do
strength,
better for you
I've been trying to
guys.
find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it would be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our
Don't
people
be
for
suspicious.
generations.
Don't be
They are not
suspicious.
some broken
Don't
toy
be
to be thrown away.
suspicious. Don't be
Even if they are
suspicious.
just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now.
Well, the best isn't very much my best right
I
now.
can hear you guys, right?
Thank you, Voral. Except for being the mom friend. Hey! Wait, that's how it applies to him.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the earth. Like a heart, beating with the life of the world. As always, the cycle can be found in even the most unlikely of places. Of course, Varl's mostly
I'm
interested
glad
in
I
watching
have you
explosions happen underwater.
guys. Now that Zoe, shut up. I can talk. My turn. I have the fucking stick. But yeah, and the thing is, I need more viewers. I want to get to 1K. I want to get to 10K. I want more sponsors and partnerships. I want to start getting paid, damn it. I'm not getting paid for my work. And then once I start getting paid, I can hire editors and put out more videos. I can become a machine to pump out more videos and entertain you guys more. Once we get to the point where we no longer have to struggle for views and shit. To harass my questions? No, I'm the lucky one for having a big sister harass my questions. Nah, that's a perk of the job. But yeah, we need more people, not just the fam. We need to expand the fam. We need the fam to grow even wider. We need our Mama Kate cult to have Lord leaders. No, we don't need to rap bang. No, we're not rapping anybody. Ah, yeah, never again. Dude had a double ear infection. It's like, I got this. Meanwhile, the audience.
I should get going.
If you need me, you know where to
We
find
love
me.
him, but no. No, Robin. Exactly. Never letting Hobie edit anything. Again. By the way, we have our TikTok. So, yeah, that's set up. I need to restart our Patreon. I don't know what happened to that. Some reason it kicked me out and banned.
A song if I didn't like the way you sing it.
So you like hearing me butcher Utaru music?
I sure don't. You sound like a dying long leg.
Ouch. Aaron.
Looks like you got...
Yeah. It's almost time to go after Hephaestus.
Finally. We get to rock and roll. Yeah, at least that's how the old one said it, I think.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here.
Exactly, once I get a new PC and start...
Apparently. Have you asked me?
It's okay, I'm not asking for donations from you guys.
Plain, but it's
Just
sturdy.
getting paid
Nothing
from
wrong with that.
YouTube would be enough.
Needs a bunch of vegetation.
Bet you're used to that focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. To be honest, it's hard to understand what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Now, make myself useful.
Just give it time. I should get...
I say hi to Guy.
Why?
Is that what I think?
As in,
Just need to merge it with Gaia, and she'll have...
why
enough
are you
power to
pretty
handle Hephaestus.
weak?
Good news. So, what can I do for you?
I need like 60... Well, I need 59 more channels to subscribe to me. Quickly, someone make 59 dummy accounts so YouTube doesn't know.
You and Zoe got into a bit of a fight, huh? Should have known better than to suggest Hephaestus could make new land gods to replace the old ones in Plainsong.
The last thing I wanted to do was dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently.
Up to you
Like
guys,
you
but
know, to
I'm not
see
gonna force you to do
machines, just a
anything. I
machine.
know you're doing why I want you to or
Guess I
not.
got you into trouble there, didn't I?
What's
Not
back
your
of you
fault.
biting yourselves?
Looks like things between you and Zoe are better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then
I
she
know
seemed to
you will, whether I want you to or not.
How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
Goes to the Discord, bites. No!
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
Better get this to Guy. Let's hold off on the...
I'll let Aaron know.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia? What was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see. According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
I wonder where everyone in server's at. Yeah, I just really need the money, not only for living expenses, but it would be nice to put something towards like a nice laptop or PC, edit videos, record, maybe have a nice gaming PC.
Leave me alone.
He's fine? That's good.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
Come on. Hey, where'd my friends go? I just want you guys to know, it's not because I'm being greedy, it's just I want to make better content. And we shall celebrate. Let's celebrate. Alex, don't be sorry. He's the reason for M's unhappiness. I can say that much, right? Just don't be sorry. Just hope he dies faster.
Is your focus acting up again?
That's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Nah. Usually works if I just flick it a few
Is
times.
this a piece from the bulwark? Katalo must have brought this with him as a trophy. I may have fired the cannon, but he really put Dakota in his place. This must be from the court. Between the Rockbreaker and the Slitherfang, Regala really wrecked the arena. And I have a feeling she won't stop trying until Hikaru's dead. One of Morland's embers. A spark of a new dream for an ancient city.
We don't need what? Hold on. Let me go to my comments. Well, the chat on my phone so I can read what M wrote. Sorry. I'm paying attention, I swear to God. I'm just a slow reader. I suggest therapy when you can safely get it. I'm not gonna post something on you knowing you can't afford it. But I will suggest getting it though. Hopefully it gets better for you. Not gonna lie. Once he passes, you should be pretty much free of everything, right? Well, but your mom, but I know she's at least trying. Joe. Did you know that your body replaces every single cell once every 7 years? So, in 7 years, it'll be like your body never even knew what happened. You'll still remember it, but you take a little bit of solace knowing that your body was never again touched and will never have to endure that pain again. Where's Katalo? I want to talk to him. Oh. It's 7.
So,
You busy?
one must never be idle when at war.
It's every
But
single
there is always
soul.
time to speak to one's commander.
Oh, that's not really how I see myself.
It is
Blushing,
how we see you.
blushing. Blush, blush.
Does it still hurt?
That strong man.
I try not to think about it, but its absence is always... It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand.
Small brain. Small, smooth brain.
Then Then you have
My
thanks.
brain's so smooth it can skip in water.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't
Same.
mind sharing.
But not ale. I prefer mead or wine. I'm not a beer
What have you been
person.
up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tanakh history. It is heavy with blood
Yes.
and death. but
I
also
mean,
with
you can
honor
say it
and
like that.
deeds.
You've respawned
Vanquish
twice now.
tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well.
Right
Now,
number.
our mission is done.
The hospital you're born in is only building you in leave without entering, so. Brain's so smoothie and drink like a smoothie. That's not how that works.
Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think awake is?
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked
I'm
to
used
learn
to
the
Irish
differences between my
words.
people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tanakh. It is heavy with blood, but also with honorable deeds, and vanquish tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well.
You're just buffering. If you think about it, your skin's just buffering. It's 59 to correct you, sis. It's 59 accounts that's
What do you
needed.
think of this place?
Because I have, what,
It's
941 subscribers? And at one point that broke.
Facility, though it could use some more color.
Duly noted. Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
Isn't everything trying to kill you?
The training.
No, he has a point, Aloy.
Anything else you've been looking at with that focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The old ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert. They called them sea shells.
That sounds kind of gross. I'll let you get back.
And so will I.
He's such a gentleman, though. For real. Katana's marriage has been terrible, but I'm pretty sure Aloy's already engaged in that at this point.
It is good to see you again, Aloy.
It is good to
I
be
seem to have
seen,
recovered Demeter.
Gaia. Oh man, Alex, you got a point, man. Sheesh. Never thought about that. Buffy.
With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus. And fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it. With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus.
I'm not ready to do
Its
that yet.
expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you have been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores. Where would we find a place like that?
Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I know that place. It's near the Desert Clan's capital. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
Ignore the gunshots and everything going on if my neighbors apparently having a field day.
It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Yes, I saw that.
Once
Thank
I am
you.
installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With
It's
Beta's
not
help,
gonna
we
work.
should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha Clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's Mega Clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas. But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone.
You've gone so far west, I've gone east again.
I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
Alva said the Quen have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco. That's where I need to go.
A ferry, a boat, a small dinghy.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock an additional room near the servers.
Understood. I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance I am confident she will.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini.
M's the best sister. One of the best.
All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Is Catalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old world warfare.
Well, that would be good to know, actually.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions
Not good.
have improved. Superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to Do you really think
it may take?
I don't. She's nothing.
Let's skip.
I guess it'll.
Progress. Plan to capture Hephaestus.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha clearance. Which is why you will need to procure Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance.
Right. From his personal bunker, Thebes.
While you are gone, I will assist Beta in building the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
There are calculations I still must run, but I estimate a few hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan.
Omega clearance.
There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Pharaoh create a clearance level higher than Alpha? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his own engineers with creating a back door to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot. One that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus. And fortunately, thanks to Beta's information, we know where Omega clearance may be procured.
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then. So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Pharaoh agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm.
Ice cream, but not
Though
me.
her focus was
Wow.
devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Pharaoh plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Pharaoh war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreaths before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution.
Yeah, sure the ice
There was a
cream.
lot of data in the
I want
greenhouse
ice
facility
cream.
about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
Oh.
So, Gemma, you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already been built, but the rest of the facility sustained damage. So, she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
Lucky for us. Are the quakes still happening?
No, though they did also create instabilities in other facilities in the region.
You don't say.
See you later, Gaia.
Until next time.
Save the earth.
So,
Share the ice cream, guys.
portals from the stars now?
Turns out we need one last...
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
Just on my own
I
time.
think I know the answer. Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen.
I can handle them.
Take care of yourself.
Aloy,
Do you know anything about the area?
only hearsay. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touch the sky, so they could live far away from, as if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Fair... Any progress?
It is. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together in a... the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them.
No, we know where they are. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the land gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land god faltered. When you see them once again, thanks for your help.
We're not gonna let your people starve, so... I should get back to that.
We'll be ready.
Yum. I have one bite. Might bite's the whole thing. Sorry. Man gods, I wanna say
Hey, Lohan.
you'll see it.
I hear you're heading
Ah!
to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Fall's Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice.
Wondering on my phone was beep beep beep.
Are the children all right?
This is all I'm good. See, their tails caused a red blight. They're over-fertilizing the soil. So is ours. Ours might be a little worse than ours, but ours is technically going to the same place in the next 500 years.
Oh, yeah. I was here before Zoe told me about this place.
Sure.
Where's the land god? But I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code. Lightning coursing through it. I think that's all the machines. Time to install this code on that land god.
Get this pretty as well. Just an estimated time of mine. Ever have like a very sudden like gut feeling that comes true no matter what you do? It's kind of like that.
Uh-oh. Stormbird.
True. No, it just has a point.
Let's try this again. Nice and easy. One down.
Fitting then that I feel thankful. Tea's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was a season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely...
All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
Ah, okay. Depends on what kind of afterlife. And if they're in Valhalla, they're fighting wars or drinking and eating the meat hall. If they're an Egyptian, well, their life basically is just continues from where it left off. Aztec, you become a hummingbird, a warrior, or whatever. Hindu, you're resurrected.
Been here before.
Reborn.
But now I know what this place means to the Utaru.
Or legend, you just reincarnate. Weird thing is, you sort of remember your past life.
The land god must be down there somewhere. Time for a move. I better stay away from that snap maw.
True, there are shades that can.
Need to reload. Let's get this card to the land god. The land god is underneath that level. I need to get to that land god so I can install the reboot pod. Looks like one of the Utaru land gods. Strange. This should help me get back on track. That should do it.
Casually causes earthquake. Nah! Even if you get a Hades, we probably would be towards that.
god dealt with. Hey, Zoe?
Aloy, how goes it?
Had to swim a bit, but I gave the reboot code to So.
Ah, good. We used to celebrate So in the fall, at the beginning of the harvest, with wine made from elderflowers. When I was 12, I got tipsy on it and kissed a boy in the sage garden.
How'd that go?
He was so surprised he nearly fell into the mulch. It would be good to see So again, plowing the fields in the afternoon sun.
How are things on your end?
Getting there. A few land gods to visit still.
Okay.
True. Well, also
I'll call
depends
you
on
when
which
I'm done
part
with
of
the
Hades
last
you end up in.
Thank
If you end up in
Aloy.
Tartarus, you're fucked. Capital F. And always go to the Metal Garden, which is basically Elysium, but not. Then there's Elysium, the place of forever spring. And then there's actually the bunker hole. Just right next to a band. Different places, 9 hells, 7 rings each. Yeah, Asphodel. Until it turns into a violent plane once every decade, but you know.
An old world ruin. Might be the one that Utaru and Plainsong told me about. Let's see if there's anything useful inside.
I missed? How did I miss? Maybe I'm off my A game. Make sure you put the coins on your eyelids before you're buried. Handing out this drachma. Drachma are the coins you need for the afterlife.
Must be the shrine for the land god. Let's take a look. There, up on that ledge. Climb up to that land god. It looks like this one's been here for a while. I won't be able to install the reboot code with these vines in the way. But where there's vines, there's a metal flower. I just need to find it. There, the flower. If I can deactivate it, the land god will be free from the vines. And I'll have to find a way up there. Some of the vines are gone, but the land god's still trapped. Looks like there's a path on the other side of this. Might be a way up to that land god. I just have to get rid of these vines first. Should be able to access that cave now. Treadway carcass. Must have dropped the flowers and then crashed. Looks like I can climb up the side of the cliff. Might help me get to that metal flower. Now I just need to get rid of these vines. That's better. Time to get this code installed. This'll help you get better.
Who's pulling at my phone? Oh, it's you, Em. Wait, who the hell is blowing up my phone? I look, it's M. It's always M. Just kidding.
In the soil, the air, the water, the red rock.
M is best. Yes, she is.
What is she doing to Law?
So's back. Aloy, you made it. All of the land gods have been updated. Now to send out the reboot signal. What does this mean? A new beginning. Gaia told me this would happen. To all of them. Do, T, So, and the rest. She called it a reboot sequence. But I didn't think it would be so beautiful.
Yes, yes, that's a dinosaur.
Zoe, the chorus wants a word.
Of course they do.
Do you want me to come?
No need. I'll just tell them that our lands will soon bloom again. Who are they to argue? Find me later, and I'll tell you how it went.
Good luck. Bravo over its fixing.
I mean, if humanity has to restart, everything will be past and future. True, but if everything restarts a new beginning. Therefore, your past is the future, and your future is the past. It's weird, but
Brighter day, stranger. If ever I've seen one.
Having a good day?
true.
Sounds pleasing. Aloy, you've returned. I hear you've been making quite the impression on the clan lands.
Same.
Saving the desert clan from itself, forcing the commander Takote out of hiding, defending...
I didn't do it alone.
The humble words of a true warrior.
Is something wrong?
No. Yes. There's this song I want, but it's hopeless. I'm just never going to get the sound right.
What makes you say that?
Back in the clan lands, the Sky Clan built instruments that cast sound to sky and across the mountains. They use long-leg throats to make them bellow with the sound of metal. It's how they communicate between villages. Combining that sound with the Utarus would create a melody, unlike anyone's ever. But I won't be hunting for any long-legs anytime soon.
For now, you should try the Metal Weaver again. They might have some new piece you can use.
Right.
This song means a lot to him, doesn't it?
It does, which is why I'm getting him that machine part. It'll be
Aww.
a surprise. The Utaru say that's the
Did you
best
just
way to
record it? And send it to me?
As it
Cute
happens,
little
one
sleepy
has been
sis.
troubling some villages southwest of here. You be doing me and Plainsong a favor by getting...
Maybe. Oh, hi, cat. I can't forget my cat is in here. I'm a terrible pet mom.
If I make my way down there, I'd like to help.
I appreciate that. I'll head southwest and see if I can pick up a trail.
Are you ready to go back yet, Rain? I could use some lunch.
Hey, I find you very intrusive. Leo and Ven may not be our brightest kin, but they are Utaru. Thank you for saving me. A brighter day to you.
Rain. You got anything you want to say, chat? Kitty. I'm just gonna sit there and take a bath. Huh? I can't say I blame her.
Ballista. Might be useful if I run into trouble.
Kitty. I might not be our brightest kid. In other words, my siblings are stupid. Rain. Enjoy your bath, Rain. Whoa.
Hey, Lord. Nice of you to join me.
Thought we could use the backup.
Your skill with the bow never ceases to amaze. But we better get back to...
You okay?
You arrived not a moment too soon, Huntress. I thought I heard a Longlegs call, so I hastened to follow, but I was caught unaware by these machines instead. There it is again.
Let's go find it. Pack's full, but my stash has room. Sounds like our long legs at the top of that cliff. Oh, looks like we're climbing.
We'll make quick
Hopefully there's water here.
This reminds me of my early days as a veteran. Always running off to hunt in the wilds. As far away from Plainsong as possible.
What changed?
I saw my first Utaru students become fighters worthy of any Tanakh clan. I felt useful, like I belonged. And so Plainsong became home.
I'm sure Corey will find his place.
I hope so.
Almost there. Oh, it sounds like that
There's
lone
our
lady's
long
alone
way.
up there.
And the Utaru have failed. Might be best to silence it before it can call reinforcements.
I've been made.
Machines incoming. Good aim. Here, ammo, ammo.
Hold on, I need to take my cat back. Hey, baby. Hi. Is that right? You wanna go back? Or you go to the garage? Or you're doing some more? Oh. Sure. I'll be right back, guys. No. Machines are evil. Alright, I am back. Let me put on my stuff and put out my stuff down. I decided to grab me some snackies. Wait, some cheese and Pop-Tarts. One of these days, I'll divulge into cheese-covered chocolate Pop-Tarts. You people are probably thinking, oh, disgusting.
Huntress, we still need to rid the plains of these machines.
I'm not leaving. I swear. I'm coming.
You're back. Shall we deal with these machines? Excellent. Now we salvage the part we came for.
And Senator parts.
Care to show me our prize, Huntress?
No. I have cheese. I'm happy. I am happy because I have some cheese. Cheese is my prize.
Aloy, a word before we go.
Cheese is so good. Like, so damn good.
Many thanks, Aloy. Without
Like,
you,
at
I
one
might have been
point this year, I had,
Why
well, last
don't
year.
you take that piece to Corey for me? The villagers felled by these machines need to have their seeds buried properly first.
Are you sure?
Tell Corey I better be the first to hear that song of his when I return.
As I was saying, last year I had to stop eating mac and cheese for about a month because I started having like weird dreams due to the cheese. It was just so weird. Wait, maybe it's because I'm eating all this cheese. Or I cut back on cheese and now I'm back on cheese. If you get what I mean. Not the cheese like the illegal street drug. By the cheese, I mean the cheese in my fridge. Not the same cheese. I know,
Sarah,
but
are you there?
cheese! I had to stop the
I'm
cheese,
playing
always
some.
go down.
It's amazing. It's just like you said, the fields are back in bloom.
And we have you to thank for it. If you hadn't come along, the Utaru would still be starving, under siege by machines.
I'm just glad it worked out.
Yes. First plain song. Next, the world.
You averted the downfall of our tribe.
Hey, how goes it?
I do not trust
You're
you.
Zoe's friend, right?
Have you ever had, like, cheese and hot cocoa? It was the problem. The cheese was the problem. I was eating too much of that certain cheese. I had to change up cheeses.
But remember, the song's still not moving. May the...
Corey.
Aloy? I thought you had left Plainsong.
Well, I thought about it, but then I'd have to carry this long leg throat all by myself.
You found?
Jax did.
That old man.
Can still hear perfectly fine. So let's hear it.
I'm gonna need some help. Aloy, can you take this to the workbench?
Cheese equal life.
You won't have to do much, I promise.
Cheese is so good. Have you ever had cheese and
You'll
hot
see a
cocoa
wide
before?
cavity in the instrument. That piece
So
should
good.
fit right in.
Yeah.
Let us see your handiwork.
Wrap it around like a spoon and then stir it with a
I think
hot
it's good to
cocoa.
go.
Let it melt and then eat it. It's right, so weirdly good. I think it made Sis sick. I guess Sis missed it when I said about cheese-covered Pop-Tarts.
A song of two peoples indeed.
Thank you, Aloy. My debt to you seems to only grow.
Hearing that, is payment enough?
That may be, but you should at least take this. You deserve it.
May the wings of the 10 hearten your step.
May the wind carry you.
No, wait until you hear what other drink options I like, Sis. Want me to continue? It will go out of the way. And another one I personally love is I mean, I think because I absolutely love this one. It's chocolate ice cream with cucumber. You gotta dip the cucumber slices into chocolate ice cream. It's so damn good. The crust.
My strength is Outlander. This isn't over.
May your enemies fall. Picture Regala as your enemy.
How can you say that? I only meant. No! I have to find him.
What's going on here?
You're her. The one from the embassy. Please, you have to go after my father. He's going to get himself killed in the stand of the Sentinels. The forest beyond the village. Everyone else seems to have forgotten that we don't abandon our own.
Phaneira? If you're gonna drag the Outlander into this, at least tell her the whole story. Goroka gave her that stab wound.
It was an accident.
How did your father accidentally stab you?
For a while now, he's been sneaking out of the village to hunt alone in the stand. Sometimes he's gone for days. So this time, I followed him to his hunting camp. Tried to convince him to come home. Words led to fists. And somewhere in the middle of it all, his knife. He was already gone when I fell.
I would have bled to death had I not come looking for you.
It doesn't make any sense. The way he looked at me.
I think your dad has dementia.
Perhaps it's time to recognize...
He's fine! He has to be.
I can't make any promises, but I'll find him if I can. Let's see his irons. Where's his hunting camp?
Southeast of here. Thank you.
Glad that's settled. Now you need to rest.
Plus one sub. It's this.
Let
I'm gonna end stream here because I'm still hungry and I have some alcohol. I have some wine. And I have to pray and everything.
Trees as tall as towers. The stand of the sentinels.
No. So I will end the stream. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.